Yes. 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 I'm still saying yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We won.
We won, y'all.
We won.
We won.
First of all, it's still morning. Well, it's afternoon. So, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a celebration.
Yes.
So first, let me say, Doc, amazing, right? Thank you, and thank you for your children's service, right? One thing when I listen to inspiration, like Doc, what I get is the understanding. It's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get up.
That's right. That's right.
And so, with that in mind, as I listen, we are more similar than we are different.
That's right.
And we have to keep that in mind. And so, I was raised, I say this all the time, and I tell Miss Ella, I was raised by a single black female. We didn't know oftentimes how I was getting to school or what was on the dinner table. But as you heard Doc say, there's one thing that will never fail you, and that's God.
That's right.
And so I remember while we were waiting on food stamps, and I was begging to get on the MARTA bus. See, I'm from here.
That's right.
Born and bred.
Grady, baby.
No, I was Hugh Spalding, right across the
I'm
street.
Grady, but we'll let you slide there, Sharon. We'll let you slide.
But that said, I remember my mother crying at night because she couldn't feed me. Or so she thought. And one particular evening, I got on the bus trying to figure out what was next for me. Didn't have a car, still too young to drive, but still trying to figure out what was next for me. And as I got ready to get off the bus, there was a little bit of change on the ground. And it allowed me to bless my mama just for another week. And I say that to say, no matter what you're going through, and I tell my kids this today, because Doc was right, 2020 has been a year like no other.
That's right.
And when I hear people all the time say, we've never done that. Well, we've never been in a pandemic.
That's right.
We've never had 45 as a president, but now we got 46.
All right.
I say that to say that don't give up on yourselves.
That's right.
That's the worst thing you could do.
That's right.
And then secondly, it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
There is no shame in asking for help because we all need help.
That's right.
We need help even when we don't think we need help.
Come on now.
And I say that because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing or what you did.
That's right.
As Doc mentioned, she ran for office. I was blessed this time around. I ran for office twice before. And then I won this time.
Yes.
And that's a blessing.
Yes.
So every other time I answer my phone and I try to look at my wife and I say, I asked for this job, right? But there are nights that I have come to learn the only thing that matters.
That's right.
And that is sometimes you figure out how you're going to get through and you fall on your knees and you ask God for help.
Yes.
But see, here's the secret for me. I don't try and get into everybody else's business. But here's the secret for me. I used to always ask God for something and didn't put the work behind it. And then I figured out I'd do the opposite. I'd put the work in place and I figured out God would take care of me. And so I say that to say, especially to my young men and young women, when you're trying to figure this out, and I tell this to my own kids, when you're going through something, don't stop.
That's right.
Keep on going, because eventually you'll get to the other side. And when you do, you're better for it.
Yes.
And so with that, I leave you with this. Miss Ella got 2 rules. Rule number 1, do as she tell you. Rule number 2, go back to rule number 1. Some of y'all will catch that on the way home. And see, the only reason I'm even here is because of the grace of God and Miss Ella.
Yes.
Because if it were not for the grace of God,
Come on now.
I'd be that one teenager that made the wrong turn.
That's right.
I'd be that one teenager that really tried to get too fast in life. And God has a way of settling you down.
Yes.
And I say that to say, when he puts people in your life like Miss Ella, you have to listen.
Yes.
And so it doesn't matter how many times you do this. You know, my wife and I'll be back. My wife has, she's a little under the weather, so we want to make sure that she is quarantining accordingly. She doesn't have COVID, but she is want to make sure she didn't want anybody in here to get sick. But she sends her gratitude from Ms. Ella for continuing to give back. And so when you have people like that in your life, please take an opportunity to take advantage of it.
Yes.
And I will leave my information. Ms. Ella has it. If you need something from the sheriff's office, give me 55 days to get sworn in, and we'll figure out how we make it happen. And as I promised Ms. Ella a couple of years ago, my goal is to figure out how to provide more in this environment.
Yes.
So I'll follow her leadership. Doc, certainly congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
And I look forward to being here next year and figure out how we can provide together. Fulton County is the best county in the country. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at Fulton County was part and parcel the reason we've changed the world.
Yes.
So I say, you know, keep going as we continue. And Ms. Ella, thank you for allowing me to be here. And Doc, what a wonderful story, what a wonderful opportunity. And I look forward to seeing you as well. So thank you all. I appreciate the time.
Yes.